Welcome back, everybody. We got Will and I Man here from the Block Runner, Metazone, Roby, and MScribe, and today we got some more Rune Rage.
Rune Rage. Why? I mean, we're debating. We call these Rune Takeovers, Rune Mania, Runeathon, Runesicles. What? You're like Rune Rage. Where's the rage coming from, dude?
It's the excitement. You know when you get Rune Rage, you get really excited about something?
I see. So it's kind of like those zombie movies where it's like a rage virus.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like I want to eat your brains because I'm a zombie. I'm risen from the dead. It's more like I've been infected.
Or like you're at the gym and you're working out and you're like get that pump.
That rage pump?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're all getting pumped on runes for sure. It's a new virus. It's a new performance enhancement substance, right? So let's talk about it. What's going on in the runes space?
All right. So if you go to CoinGecko and you look at the market cap of NFT projects, behold, Runestone at number 2.
At number 2. So I think the last time we talked about runes is like, yeah, Runestone passed up Bored Apes. Fucking cool, right?
Yeah.
And it's since then largely lapped it pretty significantly and is teetering on the edge of, getting in the conversation is it's a viability of it potentially becoming a number 1 in the entire non-fungible token space.
It could, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that outlandish, especially in context of what we're about to talk about later in relation to RSIC, right? It's actually wild. So, okay. So Runestone's doing its thing, carrying the torch.
OkEX, runes are all the rage.
Oh, shit.
All the rage
dudes.
Nowadays.
They see it too.
And they're coming to our wallet, curious about Rune's protocols, tweaking Bitcoin's game with a clever tokenization twist.
So here they are leveraging the NAT logo in all of their graphics as they do.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically critical centralized exchange support already before the gate is even opened, already lining up, dude. Lining up for, because BRC20s obviously didn't get this. I remember the point where BRC20, it was like a big celebration for all of us BRC20 enjoyers, right? Jason enjoyers, like, dude, wow.
Yeah.
A top tier AAA rated centralized exchange has adopted this stuff.
Correct.
So that paints the difference here, right? Like before the thing even like launches, all that's already like neatly suited and like positioned. So what at the end of this video, I want to have a talk with you. It's like,
sure,
we'll have the talk, dude. Is this all good or bad? You know, we'll see.
All right, Jake's coming in here with RSIC pre-market valuation sitting at $6 billion.
6 billion, dude. Like again, the last video we made, I think it was like barely over 1 billion. So it's just going absolutely insane.
Yeah. So why isn't this on this list, dude?
Well, because the actual Rune tokens are at that valuation.
Oh, it's the Rune tokens.
Not the Rune token extractor.
You're right. RSIC pre-market value. Okay.
Yeah, the actual token is they're being like valued pre-existence at a $6 billion valuation.
Wow.
This is madness.
That is madness.
That is very rage. You're right. It's enraging. So in context of that, the Runestone, also a like Rune distribution device.
Yeah.
Is
it gonna lap it or what? What do you think?
I don't know, dude. I mean, there's some gravitational pull, I think, as a result of that, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean the miner has like thousands of holders, like at best. Because that's the only way you get these tokens, right?
Oh, RSIC?
Yeah, RSIC.
Yeah, it's nothing like Runestone.
Right.
Like it was
has 77,000.
A much more concentrated allocation, which maybe is contributing to why it has such a high valuation, because it was targeted towards like whales, people who already had high net worth individuals in the crypto space.
Yeah.
So maybe that's like contributing to its like whale activity.
Yeah. All right, Magic Eden, they're coming in hot with Rune support.
Yeah, if you don't notice, right there on the left, there's a Pre-Runes tab now, dude. Take a look. Go ahead and experience this Pre-Runes. Oh, yeah. There it is, dude. Yeah. The click of a button. Now we have like a full-on scope.
Yeah.
At least when it comes to like Ordinals projects that have some sort of Rune tie-in.
Yeah.
Here they are, dude. And you can do with them like you can do with any other typical Ordinal. Sort these based on market cap, holder counts.
It's interesting that pending is only like...
Yeah. I mean, that's...
dust.
Don't look at that, dude.
Maybe it doesn't...
Stop looking working. At that. No, that's not what we're paying attention. And plus, you're at the 6-hour window for whatever reason. There you go. Didn't really change much.
No, it didn't.
That's better.
13 sales in the last.
No, that's pending.
Oh,
sales is like, dude, look at that.
Yeah, you're right.
50,000 sales in the last 30 days.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So this is it. If you want to know, if you're kind of like trying to dip your toes into like this pre-runes anticipation, come check out this like layout, this interface. It'll give you like the best overview, pretty much.
Let's check out what the degens are doing. Apparently, they're running their own Bitcoin nodes.
Now, this is wild.
Yeah.
Considering what we know about crypto degens, they typically don't work that hard. Like, as far as like figuring out technicals and such, because this is not. You can probably talk on this. Like, this isn't like a trivial thing, right?
No, I mean, Umbrel probably makes it a little bit easier.
It's true,
and that's why.
Wow, look at that thing! It's small, dude.
Yeah.
It's like a little baby.
It's a pocket computer, dude.
Okay.
And so it probably makes it a little bit easier, but typically you would have to run a full Bitcoin node on a system, on your computer, laptop, whatever, and then you use a command line interface, and you would deploy or etch your tokens or mint tokens.
Right. So this bypasses what? Like having to be subjected to the ultimately despair reality of like being a front end user. Right? Now you're in complete control.
Yeah, correct.
That's why people are leveraging this technical component to give themselves an edge in this war that we're about to experience, right?
Yeah.
And so it's really not that hard to do, right?
For sure.
Yeah, Trevor's backing up this. He's like, dude, with a couple, maybe 3 days max of like effort, you could do this yourself.
Correct. Yeah, so there's 8 days left, and it takes 2 to 3 days just to set up a Bitcoin core. And all you need to do is learn command line interfaces.
It's one day.
That was a whole day,
it's
right?
1 day of YouTube videos. You get.
Practice etching and minting 1 day.
Yeah.
Learn how to RBF, basically beat somebody else's, I guess, entry into the node, into the mempool.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And study the game theory of mempool, split UTXOs, and then research new tools and projects.
It just looks like more than 1 day, dude. This is like a whole week of...
It was like multiple days.
This is like a whole week of... So, yeah, I mean, if you want to do that, your time is ticking. He's right. Time is running out. You've got to start.
It used to
ASAP.
The halving used to be on April 20th, and now it's on the 19th. So.
Oh man.
So Bitcoin is in a hurry.
Fuck. They missed out on like that meme potentiality.
Yeah.
420. I know you don't care, but a lot of people were like looking forward to that.
Yeah. Beto coming in hot with some runes projects here, all listed here.
Yeah, this is, Beto, shout out again, dude, for always aggregating like the substance within the noise.
Yeah.
That's always important, right? People who are like, fuck, if you spend your day on Twitter, it's, for one, very depressing for a lot of reasons. But that is like the source of knowledge distribution, right? Like the front end force.
Yeah.
So yeah, Vito's out there like being bombarded by the harsh realities of humanity and OnlyFans advertising.
Yeah.
But to aggregate this usefulness for us, right? So here it is. These are the platforms and tools being built. So definitely checked out this list. You want to go through them real quick?
Yeah. So we have Magic Runes. We have Rune Evo BTC.
Mobile infrastructure for runes. Interesting.
Okay. All right, we got Rune Mine. It's a community-driven infrastructure project for the Runes protocol, building the largest ecosystem of applications and infrastructure for the Runes protocol.
Sounds very important.
Rune Node AI represents a pioneering Bitcoin integration of Runes protocol and decentralized nodes and
DPIN. I like that word.
So DPIN, decentralized physical infrastructure network.
Yeah, which is a growing, I guess, segment of interest in all of Web3.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's good. That's good. Good words.
Run-a-gun?
Rune-gun.
Rune-gun?
Come on, dude. How dare you? How dare you not pronounce?
It's run and gun, dude.
Whatever. Rune-gun.
All right, so bot designed to create, mint, and trade runes. Oh, it's a bot, dude. Man, we're getting advanced here.
We are.
All right, Craft Runes is a rune launchpad based on the Runes protocol mechanics.
Gonna need a bunch of those.
Rune BTC XYZ is a verifiable runes service within the official Bitcoin Rune standard. Etch, mint, trade.
And another launchpad. You're gonna need a bunch of those.
Runes terminal
and RunesPad.
Yeah, RunesPad.
Same thing, basically. Just providing, I guess, that front end.
Yeah.
Experience that most of us are typically going to be engaging with because fuck command line, no thanks for most of us.
How could you hate on command line, dude?
I'm just saying, I'm lazy.
It's fun.
Dude. But I don't know. It's not fun. Disagree.
Rune Alpha BTC is super DApp on the Runes protocol. It's your gateway to dive deep into the Runes protocol. Keep an eye on transactions, crunch data, and offer extensive support for runes.
Very nice.
Okay. All right. So we have Renaissance. It's pretty good.
Oh, look, Pipe.
Yeah. So Pipe. So this is the first Pipe lending platform. Unlock the power of UTXO tokens as a collateral to borrow BTC.
Yeah, and if you don't know what Pipe is, it's
like a prototype to runes.
Yeah, like Casey Ronimer came out with the blog post. Like, you know what? I want to do fungible tokens. Here's my interpretation, UTXO model. Benny, the dev, he's like, you know what? I can crank this out in a couple of days, and he did.
That's right.
So yeah, basically they're very similar in design and application. Yeah, so there's Runes and there's Pipe.
All right, we got Runes Legacy as a platform for community to explore and discuss the latest insights and developments in the worlds of runes.
I think we're almost done here.
All right, Runes Market Cap is your one-stop shop for discovering and exploring new runes projects on Bitcoin.
So yeah,
so check market cap here.
Basically, like your CoinGecko or your Coin Market Cap, your BRC20 IO.
Yeah,
that is always like fundamental, right? To have one of those.
Yeah. All right, so
that's it. That's again, we're about 1 week out from actual etching.
Right.
So these are the platforms and tools lined up to kind of like support your adventures, lads. So
yeah,
study up because we cannot cover all of them, unfortunately.
No, definitely
not.
So
you're gonna have to do some very critical, careful due diligence, meaning like make sure they're not just like gonna excavate your entire wallet.
Yeah,
you know.
That's true, man. You got to be careful. You can't just like connect to any of these interfaces and just yeah.
That's PSA. Be very careful. I think actually we should probably make this statement, right? Like the proper etiquette to approach runes is you create a brand new wallet, right?
Brand new wallet, brand new seed phrase.
Yeah.
Just send money to it, send some BTC, and then use that.
However much you could stomach to lose in case you do step on a mine out there.
Yeah, and by the way, that the runes integration involves the cenotaph, meaning that if any of these projects implement runes incorrectly, it burns your entire supply.
Oh my God. So now there's like mines plus other mines.
Yeah.
It is quite the scattered field of danger.
Yeah.
But that just means you have to approach this with like absolute finesse and like,
and it doesn't even matter how much like little money runes, like the whole rune supply in your wallet gets burnt.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so
I mean that is like a built-in part of the protocol as of now.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's something we're all gonna have, and these platforms are obviously gonna be very mindful of. It's probably gonna be a core component to their marketing and like value proposal pitching to the ecosystem is like, you don't have to have these concerns because we built this and that technical whatever the fucks to kind of like reduce that friction for our users. So I don't think anybody has really addressed that yet. So these early days, oh my goodness, we're going to see some nuke-a-thons, I think.
Yeah, I totally agree.
It's going to be interesting.
All right, so we have a tweet here from 3700, and it's time for you to join the big leagues on Bitcoin. So this is all meme coins out there.
Yeah, all of them.
Ethereum and Solana, you've been great, but meme coins aren't meant for test nets. It's time for them to go mainnet.
Okay.
So that's the theory about like why everybody's talking about runes on Bitcoin is that it's the biggest chain, therefore it deserves the biggest memes. And that means that you could potentially make a lot of money. That's the theory.
Yeah, and it's backed on the theory that Runes is actually introducing a much more efficient user experience than what we've had so far with BRC20s. Basically, the JSON.
Yeah, I mean it's
token experience, like not having to mint a transfer inscription.
The weight of the transaction is a lot less, and then it's less like transfer inscriptions and bloat and all that stuff. So
right, so.
I mean, is it going to change your life? No, it's not.
Well, to the meme coin degen, it might. That's the point they're making, right? It's like meme coiners, they absolutely need.
I think the meme coin movement is independent of runes. It is the theory is very simple. It's Bitcoin big, meme big, and that's it.
Meaning like more liquidity, bigger memes.
Yeah.
Well, that's the theory. So you're right. That's the thesis of like, so runes are going to be explosive. Because that's going to be what enables like this next generation of meme propagation, right? So, but the critical add-on this guy's adding is like, but the thing you need is like an actual trading environment, right? So that requires late L2s or like,
Right. Yeah.
trade ecosystems where users don't have to deal with inevitably like the most brutal fee environment Bitcoin is probably ever going to experience, right? So
Yeah. So they have a Rune chain testnet, and
Mhm.
it's the L2 that we're talking about here.
yeah.
And then eventually it's going to go mainnet on April 17th, and then you can bridge and then start trading on April 19th. So
That's fucking insane.
just in time, dude.
Just in time. This layer 2 is just erected
Yeah.
out of thin air.
Yeah. Not only that, we started building in Rune chain over the weekend.
Jeez.
It's weekend energy, dude.
At least they're like being like transparent about this, So they probably should have put underneath that like a disclaimer. Maybe it's in here. It's like, so because of that,
Yeah.
be careful. It's like this is an experimental L2, I think would make sense.
Quite the traction too.
Oh yeah. I mean, who doesn't like a
Weekend energy tweet?
No, not that. Who doesn't want a chain, a side chain, if you will, completely purposed for Rune activity?
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, fuck. I mean,
Why not?
I can imagine like that value proposition is going to be pretty in demand once people are confronted with the limitations of Bitcoin.
Oh yeah,
It's going to
be like in your face, obvious.
Yeah, people are going to be demanding is like more L2s,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're looking at RuneStar here, and it says, "Get ready for the largest Rune airdrop in history."
Damn.
Snapshot for the top 51 BRC20 communities done. And I think somewhere in here they talk about how there's like 200,000 addresses, right? Yeah, here it is. Announcing the largest Rune with a total of 210,000 addresses.
Yeah, I think this is still ongoing. I can imagine they're running into some problems because the fees are already kind of like going up.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they can meet this achievement of 210,000 holders,
why not?
That's double what.
Why not
Runestone
500,000, dude?
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, because it's too expensive. I mean,
Yeah.
this is not going to last long. Like these airdrops,
It might be done, to be honest. Like
for at least a while.
Yeah, like the storm is gonna have to calm quite a bit for like these types of distribution airdrops to occur. So
Yeah.
Runestone's gonna have a pretty strong advantage in the sense that they were able to pull that off during like an optimal time period.
Yeah, and then they have to like issue the runes tokens to each of the addresses. So I don't know, man.
But nonetheless, still like Runestone obviously has set off like a trend.
Yeah.
People want to leverage like the benefits of a very large holder count, which I felt like was pretty obvious, like a good idea. So like attract large holders, but it wasn't because the NFT meta typically has always been like 10K, 10K, 10K. But
yeah,
we're starting to finally expand our scope of potential.
Finally,
it's happening.
All right, so now we're looking at Runebox, and this is an interesting interface. It's very similar to mScribe and what we experienced so far with DMT.
Mm-hmm.
And but here, like, you want to explain this? Like, you're claiming like
it's very DMT-esque in the sense like these are blocks, and you can filter them or categorize them based on like rare sats. So this is
mythic.
Think of it as like a non-arbitrary token, rune token.
Yeah.
And the blocks you're claiming are the ones that contain, this class of rare sat. So obviously there you go. These legendaries don't even exist yet. There's 3 epics there. They've already obviously been claimed.
Yeah, rare.
Yeah, there you go. Rares, those are the blocks with rare sats, which I can't recall exactly what makes them rare. Do you remember?
Maybe that's like I don't know.
Well, I know uncommons are every difficulty adjustment, right?
Yeah, correct.
So every what? Or is that wrong too?
No, uncommon is the first sat of every block. So there's 800,000 of them.
Oh, okay. You're right. So then maybe rare is that, like every difficulty adjustment, like that first sat.
Yeah.
Is that rare? Nonetheless, so it's interesting. It's like it's not like under the NAT framework, but it's a
DMT-esque.
Yeah, it's a non-arbitrary rune distribution mechanism. I thought this was pretty cool to mention.
Yeah.
What these turn into, who knows? It's just another rune token.
Yeah, so the docs are here just to kind of go through this.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely explains. There's a lot in the works.
All right.
Speaking of non-arbitrary tokens and DMT.
Nat Monkeys, Runanas, dude.
Runanas.
They're coming. We're absolutely thrilled to announce that Ordzar will be taking care of our Runes collection launch. Mark your calendars, April 17th.
Yeah. So this is just, if you don't know who the Nat Monkeys are, it is a UNet deployment.
Yeah.
That went live few weeks ago, and yeah, I mean, we talked about terabits as like a native UNAT collection, going deep into the rune sphere. Nat monkeys, following suit. So I'm anticipating more Nat collections to, explore runes. I mean, it's inevitable, right?
Yeah.
Like runes is going to be the thing for the next who knows how long. So might as well dabble in,
All right, UTXO detective/intern. Best rune alpha is to eagerly await for something surprising. Someone using the protocol for something it was not intended for. Ideas that seem dumb or unoptimized are often some of the biggest winners in the space. That's pretty good insight. I mean,
do you agree? Do you disagree? I mean, I feel like that's kind of what me personally.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I mean,
spending all these hours sifting through everything.
Think about DMTs. Like, no one really anticipated leveraging block data for minting tokens. I mean, as a matter of fact, right now, DMT is the only token that expands on Bitcoin.
Yeah.
It's the only one.
It's true. And it's not even expanding based on some arbitrary logic programmed by a deployer. It's all dependent on Bitcoin.
Yeah, so that new stuff, I'm also looking for that new stuff on Runes.
I'm desperately seeking for that, right? It's like this Runes thing it's theoretically it's pulling so much liquidity, so many eyeballs, and as a result, we know developers.
It's inevitable something new is gonna spawn here.
Yeah, developers and builders, they're attracted to that.
Yeah.
It's a real force, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like, let me think. Let me allocate my brain bandwidth to something of interest here in this space. So
yeah,
I agree. We're here with UTXO. We're waiting for that. And that's kind of like the journey we're on this channel. Is like sift through everything until we find that like the next bitmap, right?
Yeah, that's right.
The next DMT.
Tau.
The next Tau. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. Something that really is like, God damn, like this is you can't miss.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's why we do this, to look for that.
Yeah. So again, I wanted to talk to you about, is all this Pre-Runes hype good or bad? I just like a quick because we haven't seen anything like this before. When I'm going through my research, I get these moments of like, fuck, this is a little too much steam.
I don't know if that's like the proper question. I think it's easy to ask a question like that because there's like FUD on Twitter. Yeah. And like, because there's FUD, it's like, is it good or bad? And I think that's the wrong question. I think if anyone is having FUD on Runes, is because they just don't like the sheer pumping of it. Like, I don't think anyone dislikes Runes, like the technology. People probably dislike the behavior around Runes.
Well, it's typical behavior of like, this is what the market does. Whenever they're euphoric and exuberant, and it feels like this level of euphoria and exuberance doesn't really occur
pre-launch.
Like a thing actually existing. Like this market psychology tends to permeate at the top of a market, like a right. You study the psychological rhythms of market behavior, right?
Yeah.
And this stuff is like classic top behavior, which is why people are like flooding this now. It's like, you guys overhyped this before it actually became a thing. So like there's potential danger in that. Once this actually becomes a thing, it's not going to meet expectations, yada, yada, yada. Therefore, like, you're setting yourselves up for one hell of a collapse, potentially.
Yeah, you got, if you're strategizing, you're positioning yourself, if you are running your own node and you're prepared and you're like technically savvy enough to like execute on this, you're probably in a good position-ish. But like you're saying, it's over euphoric at the moment.
Potentially. It feels like such. So
but maybe not. That's the thing. It maybe not because Bitcoin, right?
And also, like, there's no retail metrics to suggest, but it doesn't necessarily have to be retail metrics. We've had Web3 events like DeFi Summer of 2019, 2020?
Yeah.
Might have been 2020. That was largely a retail absent phenomenon. And like, you experienced all the typical psychological ups and downs, bottoms and tops, right? So potentially could happen again here. Just like a Runes summer.
It starts at the top and it just goes down.
I don't know. But my point is, like, that's the only indicator that's missing from like having a true, like, this is overly euphoric position, right?
Yeah.
There's not enough retail presence in this. So I don't know. Something interesting to talk about. And obviously, I don't know, it's probably going to get stronger leading up to the week.
Yeah, agreed.
So,
all right, that's it for us. If we miss anything, let us know in the comment section below. Make sure you follow us. We got a bunch of Twitter accounts. We have a a podcast, audio as well. I think a lot of people don't listen to the audio because YouTube is good.
YouTube is good.
But that's it. I appreciate you guys for watching. We'll catch you in the next video.
Peace.